We're on the way to a couple of projects that are under construction at the moment. One of them is in the Gap. It's 10 townhouses or 10 houses. It's on the side of a hill. It slopes up from the road, and it's a really unique design, state-of-the-art design project with townhouses that'll be built over the next 12 months. So there's that one that we're going to first in the Gap, and then secondly after that there's a couple of high-end homes that we're building in Kenmore off a land estate that we did. Again, another one on the side of the hill. Both projects are in very similar locations. They're in green zones where they're both about 10 kilometers out from Brisbane CBD, and they're in like these green wedge zones where there's a lot of protected trees. There's not much infill development. In other words, it's highly restricted supply in both areas. So over the last 5 years, both the Gap and Kenmore have seen significant growth, like 10% year on year, even when the market wasn't even moving. And then over the last few years with the post-COVID boom, they've gone up by about 50% each suburb as well. So I think the capital growth in these suburbs was something that I identified 5+ years ago when I first bought the sites. So they are projects that have been going on for some time. They're not in and out a couple of years. Both projects took almost 2 years just to get approvals on the site. And the one in particular that's taken a little bit longer is the one in the Gap. And that's been off the back of actually finding a builder that has availability and that is able to actually complete the project. So it has been quite difficult to get a builder in the current market over the last couple of years to complete a project of that size. So the build contract now is $4.5 million. It started off at $3 million. So there's been a 50% increase just in the building contract alone, let alone the other cost increases as well. To lock a builder down in the current market has been quite difficult the last couple of years, to lock them down on a fixed price contract and a project of that size. So when you're building a normal house, it's actually a lot easier to find a builder that will build just a single house, whether that's single level or double level, versus building 9 or 10 townhouses. Most of the builders will either do like a high rise, like the Hutchinson builders of the world, that might do a $10 or $20 million project or more. And then you've got the home builders that might build just a home that might be $500,000 or $1 million, sort of at the top range. So the Gap has taken a number of builders to find not only the right builder that will actually do the project and complete it, and I know that's going to complete it with a high standard, but then also to find a builder that's got capacity in the current market that can deliver a project like that. It's taken some time to get to that point. So all in all, both projects have had substantial capital growth. I expect that both suburbs will continue to have substantial growth because I still feel like they're undervalued compared with the neighboring suburbs. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy this, and we'll take you on the tour on the projects.